Well, welcome. We are so excited to have you learn about being a location leader in this department for people. Events are super exciting and a great way to grow and expand our communities. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you right now so that we can get to all of the fun details of this quick training on being a locations leader, like I said. So we're going to go ahead and start from the beginning here. You guys are basically in charge of setting up the place of where we're going to be having this for our events with people for people. So in saying that, the next thing that we're going to have to do is talk about what that entails. What does it look like? First of all, you're going to have a team. That's going to be helping you, and you're part of that team. You will meet with each person on the events team twice a month. So 2 times a month, you guys are going to meet together and discuss and plan the event that will happen every quarter. So 4 times a year, you're going to be doing these events. Every 2 weeks, you will be planning for the event beforehand and make sure it's good to go. You'll find that on that day and time of when you're supposed to meet, that's going to be up to your director. Your events director will set that up and coordinate that with all of you guys to make sure you guys can attend. You will be required to receive the shares that we're offering you in the program and to get paid for what you do to attend 75% of the meetings to maintain that membership in the program. And like I said, and receive shares. Your team may choose to add an extra, like right before, hey, we need to add you set up with this location an hour before, things like that. There are a few things that may happen that may add some extra few meetings or doing things right before the event. We ask that you be flexible with that according to what your team needs. But in general, that's the time it should have. Each meeting should be about 30 minutes. So you'll have about an hour a month and then maybe a couple of hours the week of the event. Just kind of looking at time frame and what that looks like for you. As the locations leader, things that you're going to need to do, you need to plan for the location, obviously, of the event. But that location needs to be free. We want it to be sponsored by one of the members in our organization so that you'll be able to get that for free. The other thing as far as putting the location together, make sure it's a great fit. Make sure it's safe for our members to come and attend. Make sure there's not any parking issues, anything like that that needs to be addressed. You're going to have to be able to approve and make sure that looks good for you. In addition, you'll manage that location during the event. All the events, some of the events will have more than one spot. So depending on the size of your community and the event we're doing, you're going to decide how many locations you need for that set event. You'll also, as the team grows and develops, you'll have up to 5 leaders assisting you in this task, because when we set up the events department, in doing that, the events department will meet with all of the 5 sub-communities. When you first start out, you'll have 1 community. It will keep dividing into 5 sub-communities. Every other department will run its own individually. Events combined together. You'll have up to 5 leaders helping you find the location or maybe doing multiple locations. So as you grow and as your community grows, there will be more help coming to you within this department. So let's talk about the first event. The first event is the Share the Love. This is where we all come together at a networking type of event and we help with our businesses. If you have an event center or a business that is willing to offer their lobby or something like that, we just want to have a place where we can all meet together. It can even be a park or something like that if your weather's great, but just somewhere where everybody can come and meet together and talk and network and enjoy. At this meeting, you will choose 1 to 5 people that can present to the community. So you can have up to 5 locations if we've divided. So you can have 1 here, 1 there, up to 5 different locations that people can go and visit and be a part of. And they will be the people who sponsor the events. Those people will be presenting. That will be up to your other leader, but those people will be presenting. So they will be the ones who will donate the prizes, which again is another leader's job. Yours just finding the location and make sure those people are good to go. Make sure that the space isn't like, well, they can fit in this room, they can fit in that room, they can fit. We want to have a place, at least when everybody comes in, that they can get to know each other. So a way to have everybody be heard and seen and be able to introduce. So it needs to be able to be that type of location for your Share the Love. So like I said, if your community is huge, you might say 20 people at this community, 20, but at least all those people that come in can be met and talked to. Okay, May Day of Service. This is super easy and fun because this is where we find a service that we're able to donate to the community. It can be a food bank. It can be clean the park. It can be paint a house. So these are pretty easy where we all just get to come in and donate our time and do something that the community needs. There's a lot of members that you can have, and you can have, again, if we have five sub-communities, you can have up to 5 different service projects to be running, and they can book those locations. So all of those things are happening the week of May Day of Service. If you're the first community, you're going to have one. You're going to do this one load, but you can divide it up to 5 times. Our week of education, this is the place where we have up to 5, even if you're just one community, we want to have 4 to 5 places, a place for them to go every day to come and learn. So you could have up to 25 if you have all 5 sub-communities and they each have places to go. So this is where people get to come into the community and go visit the businesses, and they teach us something for free. So these are not classes that are paid. So somebody would donate, yeah, I'm going to let the community come for a free yoga class, or I'm going to come teach about botany or painting or all of these different things that we're talking about. We want to have them have a free sample to the community. It can be as little as 30 minutes, but we want them to come. The lessons that are taught are by the business owners, and they're going to be teaching us that week. So you want to find 3 or 4 financial planners, anybody that's willing to do basically free consultations, have the community come in and learn about who they are and what they do so that they can come and sample and we can learn from each other that week. Our fall festival is super fun. This is basically where we actually get a parking lot. A lot of businesses own parking lots, and we don't have to have booths. We can just pull up their trunks and that they can come share who they are. They can put tables there instead of cars if they want or choose, but this makes it super easy, cheap, and effective for people to come and go around the parking lot, meet their individual businesses or whoever wants to advertise in the community. We get to know each other. We ask that they offer the community a treat for coming and visiting them, so that they can come by, kids can come by, it can be fun. You can give out handout, toothbrushes, whatever, but get to know the businesses and have the community get to know you and make it fun for everybody else. Easily done in a parking lot, easy location usually to find. If you want, we've had people use farms or different things like that. You get to choose on what's best, but we want to be able to have spaces for all those businesses who want to be able to present in the community. So questions, if you're like, oh my gosh, this doesn't make sense, or I don't know what to do, make sure you contact your director for any questions on the program. Also, each quarter, make sure that you're attending other people's events, seeing focal, national, all those different things. Some of these things are local, some of these things are focal. So anytime you're doing any of these things within the community, realize if you are a focal community, all the same things happen. You're just doing this online virtually. So if you're doing education, you'll have a class that they can go to online. If you are networking, it'll be a big group where you all network together. It makes it kind of easier that way. Service, you guys are going to do a service together online. We've written letters to military. We've done stuff like that that we can all submit. Also, long story short, so the trunk or treat, we've usually had a fall festival where people get to come and find things. So see some of those samples of what we've done. If you have questions about if things happen, we actually, during the week of podcasts, we do updates for each community, the events departments, things. This is a great spot to come and learn what's going on. the week of workshops, you will come and get information. The week of podcasts, you will meet as a community and share your information. So the director will meet with the community during the week of podcasts to share all the information with the community. During the week of workshops and or the second week, you guys will be actually meeting with everybody who's done events throughout the world. You can at least send a representative to get all the new updates, anything new. That is the premier place to ask questions about the program, because you'll have the head leaders that say, hey, can I do this? Or how do we do this? They have all done it. They know what they're doing. Go ask questions there. Again, that's every cycle. You can go to those meetings and get those things checked. If you can attend meetings or things like that, they may even ask you to attend some of those meetings to be a part of that. So pretty fun, pretty amazing, pretty quick. You are going to have an amazing time bringing the community together. And you guys are the people who are making our communities great as people for people.